Hi. Um, I'm Meg. It's weird talking to my computer. I hope my parents don't come in. Um, I'm making this video kind of because I want to just see what happens. I really hope creepy people don't respond. Please don't. Um, the point of this is essentially for me to share how terribly I failed at life so far. And eventually to share my moderately uneducated opinions on things, so don't take those seriously. So, today, or tonight, I figured for my first video, I'd share 2 stories about me from elementary school. To the people who are watching this who know me, I'm a jerk. And no matter how much of a jerk I am now, I was worse in elementary school. Fun times. So, the first story I'm going to tell you happened around, I want to say, 3rd or 4th grade. And the prominent feature of this story is this kid I used to go to school with. And for the sake of privacy, we're going to call him John. It's a good name. John's a jerk. I'm a jerk. There are issues. So, one of the things that would happen in elementary school was they really emphasized PE, which I was not a big fan of because exercise is not the greatest thing in the world for me. But so what they do is they take us outside. They'd have us do exercise, run around on the track, play games that were simplified that got us competitive enough that we actually committed to exercising. And so what they do is they take us to the back of the school and they bring us down to the field. But the thing is, the school's on a hill, and this will feature prominently in a minute. The school's on a hill, so back to the school's right here, the grass field here, and there's a slope that goes down like that. And it's not that bad. It's really not that bad a slope, but you run down that thing, you can get some speed on it. And it's awesome. But not always, if you see where I'm going with this. So one day, I'm just gonna say for the sake of late in 3rd grade, the teacher takes us out back, and we're standing at the edge of the tarmac, the concrete. I don't know what tarmac is. Anyway, standing at the edge of the concrete before it starts to slope down, and the teacher, I want to say, goes to get some equipment and specifically says, "Do not run down the hill." Me and 2 other guys here run down the hill. And we take off. And we're running down the hill. We hear people yelling from behind us. We think it's cheering. And this kid Sam is like way in front, and I'm going neck and neck with John. and we're almost to the grass. So close. I'm literally like, no, that that far away from the grass. So close. And then I just see the concrete coming at me like that. And so normally when you fall like that. You fall like this because you scrape your hands. It heals. It hurts like hell, but it heals quickly. You fall like that, but apparently the way I had fallen was some way like this. So I slide to the ground like this, and I realize what happened, and I sit up and I start crying because I look at my hands and I see blood and it's stinging like hell. And so I'm in third grade. I start crying. I'm like 8. And the teacher comes over, is angry with me, tells me to go wash off my hands in the sink. And so I go to wash my hands, and I'm rinsing this one under the water, and then I go to rinse this one, and I try to turn my hand, and I go, eh, eh, and it hurts. So the teacher tells me to go to the front office. Front office calls my mom. My mom takes me to the hospital. And it turns out I have fractured my wrist. I cried because I scraped my hands. I hadn't realized I had fractured my wrist. So I come back the next day to school, and it was a fracture, so they gave me a brace. They didn't give me a cast, so nobody really cares. They give you a cast, it's bright and green, and everybody sees it and go, ooh, cast, can I sign? Come back with the brace, and everything's fine, and everybody forgets about it. And I find out later in the year from my friend, my very good friend, who saw the entire thing. I mean, the entire class saw the entire thing. But my friend was watching, and she tells me, hey, you know John tripped you, right? No. No, I didn't. I didn't know. That's very interesting information. The second story also features John. It's earlier in third grade, and so we were working on our animal reports. You always get assigned an animal report. You choose one animal, you go on Wikipedia, because you're not told don't use Wikipedia, because people can change things, and it's not factual, so don't use it. I'm not upset about that. I'm not upset at all. It's not like I miss Wikipedia or anything, because I can easily find an answer. I really miss Wikipedia. Anyway, so the way that the classroom is set up is you've got a computer table. If all the students are here, you've got a computer table over here with like 2 computers, and the teacher, you have an allotted time slot to go into the computer lab, but you've only got 2 computers actually in the room. So it's a miracle if you are able to go on the computer at all during class. So essentially what happens is John and I are selected to go over to the computer table, and it's like a work period where we get to work on where we get to work on our animal reports. And because they're animal reports and they're graded relatively easily, and we didn't really understand the importance of writing well, we were goofing off at the computer table. And we're sitting next to each other, and it's essentially a whispered battle going on. And somehow we get on the topic where John goes, I bet you can punch me anywhere and it wouldn't hurt. Dude, are you serious? Yeah, punch me, I dare you. You're not gonna tell? Yeah, come on, punch me. And I punch him. Didn't know what was there. Just knew it hurt. Because I had accidentally run into my dad once. So, after I punch him, it essentially goes to, oh my god, I didn't know. Please don't tell the teacher. Please don't tell. I'm just now figuring out the timeline, and I think the fractured wrist may have been revenge. Okay. I won't say I don't deserve it, but this has been a good first video. So yeah. Sorry for not doing this well.